I'm here to pay my respects to the new cauldron. Is that guy working today? You know.
All these years, the tides come and go.
You're a Luofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers. It's kind of sad, isn't it?
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark.
Well, in my humble opinion. My bad. Well, since you went through the entire
What would you like to discuss, Miss?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and, honestly, the Alchemy Commission.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remit. The Vidyadhara and the alchemy...
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of...
I see. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the Ambrosial Arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, our Xianzhou Forb 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence?
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the... Alas. Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides... Lingsha, you're back! I've been waiting... Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
What a small world. You stole my sword! Give it back!
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to... Now that I see you again, I realize...
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense?
Just look, you know the Cloud Knight saying. A Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon.
Fine! You don't...
Between these two, who do you think is tough?
Get ready.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagine.
Well, since you don't approve...
I didn't mean it in... I've received reports.
Clearing out some...
It's the Cloud Knight's duty.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows...
It's so heartwarming to see both of you. Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee.
Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
Rise. Ow! Rise. Ow! A bright edge that can cut jade, and the stars shift within it.
Let me say it again. Be careful when you draw your sword.
Can we... Blade and flight! I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to a sword to actually have some skill. How many can you block? Strike with heart! Earth! It descends with might! You've got style with those moves, but you're not striking where it counts. Target specimen sighted. It's such a shame to see you misuse your sword like that.
Pretty good crowd today. Turn up the volume.
You've still got time to surrender!
Blade in flight!
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all! This song's just for you. Keep up my tempo!
play. Practice is over. Swords descend!
It descends with might!
Turn up the volume.
I think something bit me.
A one-time enemy.
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all.
Time to make some mischief! No, you don't!
Keep up my tempo.
A bright edge.
Looks like my...
So, how many of my moves can you block? Blade in flight!
Who's the lucky one today? I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to a sword to actually have some skill.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Time for some sword play. Strike with heart.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
It descends with might! You've got style with those moves, but you're not striking where it counts. It's such a shame to see you misuse your sword like that.
Crowd today.
Let's rock! Scared yet?
Who will it be? Time for the main event.
Strike with heart.
I've no interest in conflict.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
Through clouds!
The sanctuary is but a vision.
Time for the main event.
Let's rock!
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Time for sword play. Blade and flight.
Fearless. Fighting is meaningless.
Who invited you?
Who will it be?
A one-time enemy.
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up!
I've no interest in conflict.
Strike with heart.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
How many can you block? I win! Why don't you just give me back my... Consider yourself lucky that I'm not interested in your rusty sword, as I don't have the nasty habit of...
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get If you think you can just take this sword from my hand, go ahead and try.
Well fought, my young friends. However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Who are you?
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will. I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the war dance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Luofu is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the War Dances ring? That way, you can resolve...
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli...
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords and she swung her...
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the dragon?
Fei Xiao? The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Luofu, too.
Of course! Everyone has heard of the...
Great General. Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Luofu. So I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rhymes. Sounds much better, right?
Yeah, that's a befitting title. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and...
Here's your sword.
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of Divine Foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao. Oh, by the way, Miss Lingsha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of Divine Foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call...
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see...
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of Divine Foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll... Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours.
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is...
But... I know you're going to say...
But... the influx of people attending the war...
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters,
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight.
Just stop whining. At least before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collect.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just...
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise, and...
Well, life and death, Jiao Zhou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge as long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire. I don't care how long. You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Enjoy some tasty food.
Jeez.
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend. I've not...
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general who... I mean, when Yun Li...
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? You think so too, right? Can't you put a little more enthusiasm?
Thanks for the kind words. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today...
Don't underestimate your...
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Dan Heng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General...
I bet it's about how to...
I really don't...
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder Huayan. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, these three brave...
Well, I skimmed, but despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate... Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. But I've seen enough failures in my time.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
No. I am too.
man's words.
The Marshal is well aware.
Thanks for your kindness.
By introducing, as for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. Oh, by the way. Yes, it's this. There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war. The host will dispatch a skip.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the ringmaster?
What's this box for?
This sword case, I don't mean to boast about. I've been wondering who would be worthy of such a sword. And then it hit me. Moreover...
Thank you for...
If you want to give me...
You've got confidence, my girl.
I know you're all about sword.
Yeah. And even if someone gets their hands on such a precious...
The outcome of our duel at the...
That's exactly what I... Not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their drama.
Quiet down. While you both seem... We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you.
How does that make...
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commended, I'd be greatly pleased.
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome.
I noticed just...
Oh, wait. Are you Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden?
Things are already complicated.
He strikes like lightning. Does Mr. As for Miss March, she's like a piece of jade in the rough.
I appreciate. Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll...
Looks like March is cured.
The whole point is to know each...
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yang Qing?
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to other?
So you're admitting your defeat?
Yang Qing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years.
I see, General.
Now that Yang Qing has agreed too...
It's up to...
Yeah.
It'll be great learning swordplay. That way, I won't have to work...
Hey, I'm on board. Thank you for your kind...
Great. Stop. Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March.
General Huayan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about? I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yunli and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huayan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some time. But from his point of view, we're no different from all since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log were given to the Alliance, and he wants to see it for himself.
Elder Huayan is... still... My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because, in the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have.
Don't worry, General.
Thank you.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden. As the Luofu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone...
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me? And for so long?
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Luofu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have Well, I wouldn't say I haven't...
Still...
That healer with the odd name and peculiar...
Jiao Cho. Given my background, I'm happy...
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, as your friend...
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. Although the report from the Luofu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really... As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, the Luofu preceptor... It is for these reasons. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person. But since we once fought together, I didn't...
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but the Luofu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor. Unfortunately, for long-life species, enduring through the age...
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit
Hule? You mean that Hule? The Borisin warhead?
The nemesis of the
Usually, only...
The Foxians in the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations. Given the situation on the Luofu, those on the Yao Qing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. That's why I was sent here. To reassure...
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed... However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people?
No, neither. Yukong, have you heard of a person named Ron Mei?
I'm still... Did I oversleep? Where did March and Don Hong?
There you are! It's an honor to learn from you, Master Yanqing. Oh, and all those Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
This is, the first time someone has called me Master. Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual... I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best, but if you break your master's rules...
A prom?
Great! That's the spirit.
March is in your hands.
Danheng, do you even have a heart? Did you lose it somewhere? By the way, where...
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
Seriously? It's the first day, and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back? So disappointing.
Master Yunli, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, wait! Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky!
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu swordplay.
Stand aside. Quickly. Over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you.
What's this? Xianzhou clothing? It's so beautiful!
Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it.
You're awesome, Master Yunli!
See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Zhuming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master Yanqing!
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yunli?
The real competition is just getting started.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait, Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then I apologize.
Please, have some tea!
Pay close attention, Miss March. Walking swordplay is all about being swift and agile in your movements.
Ignore him. Strength is everything.
Yes, you! Like this?
Well done!
I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Strike with heart! Practice is over. Swords descend!
Melt! You'll make good practice.
Mountains fall! Again. Yes, you!
Melt!
Blade and flight!
Awesome! Watch with a true heart and focused mind. Here I come!
Right on time.
Slap!
Time for swordplay!
Melt! Time to show you what I can read. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. Watch this!
What are you...
Isn't this, sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool? I didn't
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body.
However,
given the situation, I believe Miss
her
strength.
Seriously, do you act...
I could ask you the same... Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what...
You're quite the
theorist.
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing.
But it does matter. Just listen to me, March 7th.
Aww. Mr. Yang and Pom Pom. We're all good here on this. As for me, one of them is Yenqing. Both masters are. I tried to drag her. Still, I didn't let the difficulty get thanks to their guidance. I've actually made some progress. Looking forward to your reply.
Well,
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Just you wait and see. I'll show off my skills in the ring and win a match.
can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time. Now I understand.
Are you sure?
Oh, shut up.
It's all thanks to your amazing...
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades can improve your touch.
Let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword?
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we...
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance. Deal?
Why are you two arguing again? I thought things had been improving between you lately.
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Law Fu and Zhu generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to... Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing...
This is Mr.
Got it. So, you're the participant attending the war...
Sorry for the...
If you know nothing about martial arts, why were you smirking?
From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just... It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, for example, golden eggplant, take...
All this talk...
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Xianzhou Yaoqing is called...
So, you're the general's...
I'm a healer. But anyway, a cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor. Fine, seeing the way you're looking at me.
Seriously?
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in...
No.
This is called...
Is it...
Well, it depends on how it's used. With just increase the dose or the This thing can save
That maybe...
Looks like I did get you all wrong. You're not a...
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden?
Seems like you get really...
Picture this. Two individuals in the throes of surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth. Be it in...
Perhaps you've underestimated...
Well, then you should know that the...
When I was appointed as the ring... And this is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword in a ring, the war dance is the
That's quite an insightful statement, Yenqing. Well, my apologies. Hearing you speak so highly of it...
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! Let's go. I'll give you a tour of the skies.
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the...
What's up, Mr. Jiao Cho?
No, it's nothing.
Do you see that airship in the distance? That's the sky.
It doesn't look all that impressive from this...
The Sky Splitter is actually a decommissioned Luofu military. Tomorrow, when the bell rings, and since I was a kid, I've been training in swordplay and the art of war under the general. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never envied the toys, even in the thick of battle. Facing down savage abominations, I never felt scared. Each day, I could feel myself getting stronger and stronger, and I racked up countless victories. But then, I faced a really tough opponent, and just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. That's when I felt true fear for the first time. Maybe that's what Mr. Jiao Cho meant by life and death hinge on a singular moment. Every idea fades into nothingness. After that, I had to pick up the pieces and try to put myself back together. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to find my old happy self again. I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? If defeat is inevitable, why do I continue to fight? Is it to reclaim the joy of victory? To meet the general's expectations? Or to secure my honor among the Cloud Knights? While the general could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't teach me why I should keep on going. He said the reason must come from within myself. I've been struggling to find that reason. But after talking with you, Mr. Jiao Cho, I think I already have that reason in mind. As a member of the Cloud Knights and the General's apprentice, I've had a weight on my shoulders. And I know there's still more to shoulder. But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything. I love the feeling of giving it my all, facing any obstacle in front of me, pressing forward. That's why I wield my sword.
Oh, Yanqing. So young, yet so grown up. By the way, how old are you exactly?
Age doesn't really matter. All sword masters will understand how I feel.
I get it. Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough lives. So, how about you, Miss Yunli?
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yanqing has.
You don't talk like a cook. You sound more like a TV host or something.
Need I repeat myself again? I'm a healer.
Well, I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's Challenge is because I made a promise to my grandfather that I'd win the precious sword he's contributed to the war dance.
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with swords.
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind. My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged.
Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent. So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them. Given that Yanqing is the war dance ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy master.
Hey, what do you mean by an unworthy master?
I see. It's not easy for kids on the Zhuming either. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused. I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life, and there are plenty of exceptional warriors, just like the two of you.
What happened, Mr. Zhao Cho?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of some old friends and old tales. Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Your energies flow like raging fires and mighty gales. The upcoming fight will definitely be impressive. Well, we've seen the Sky Splitter and toured the Stargazer Navalia. I guess it's time to say goodbye for now.
What? You're leaving already? But you haven't asked me about my dreams. I've been working hard too, you know.
It's getting late, Miss March. Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by responsibilities and duties. The tasks entrusted to me by the General won't complete themselves. By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around in an automated area like the Stargazer Navalia?
Actually, this is a restricted area. But since you're all guests, I made an exception, so you could take a look around.
I understand. Well, I'll take my leave. I wish you both the best of luck in the ring tomorrow.
Seriously? I just spent so much time thinking about my dream, but he didn't even ask me.
Now that we're done with our tour of the Sky Splitter, shall we continue with our training?
Why don't we take a day off?
What? You want to secretly practice swordplay by yourself? Dream on.
You know cramming before a fight never works out. For some reason, seeing the Sky Splitter has boosted my confidence. So, I've decided to conserve my strength for tomorrow. All right. I'll take you out of the Stargazer Navalia.
You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission, dedicating yourself to our glorious cause. And now you're telling me you can't handle it? Do you realize how many ships we need?
I'm doing my best, all right? It takes time to figure all this out. When the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. That'll be our only chance. How's that? Who's there?
Who are you guys?
An impromptu inspection. Why are there outsiders loitering in Stargazer Navalia? And a bunch of kids at that.
Hey, kids, didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer Navalia? I know it's an automated facility, but it doesn't mean you can just break in and do what you want.
First of all, I'm an adult. Second, I didn't just...
Yeah, we flew here on a star skiff. Like, whoosh!
Well, I'm not trying to tell you off, but this place is off limits to the public, you know?
Big sis, let's go. I want to play in Everhunt Plains.
Huh? Everhunt Plains? Yeah, sure. Big Sis will take you there.
Shuha! You should have let me.
Shh, the overhaul is done, and everything looks good. We should leave.
Could you repeat what you just said, Yanqing?
What did I say?
Big Sis, let's go. I want to play in Everhunt Plains.
Come on. Can't you read the room? Something is definitely off about the 3 people we just met.
Yeah, anyone could see that. I just wanted to hear you say it again. That pink-haired fox tried to say something. I'm pretty sure he sensed something fishy. Since he's not familiar with this place, he just dropped us a hint. But you didn't seem to be paying attention at all.
knew that from the beginning.
They said they were doing an overhaul, but it looked like they had no idea how to operate the Starskiff production.
And it's suspicious how they suddenly finished their overhaul and walked away as soon as...
A Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission, and a craftsman. They're from various departments, and the reason... I have a feeling that if we secretly tail them, we'll definitely catch these guys in the act. Follow my lead, and be careful not to blow our cover.
Never mind who they are.
Don't get too close, Miss March. They might spot you.
We should have just killed those lowly beasts. Those little brats won't take up much space. There are boxes all over.
Cut the theatrics, Grulok.
So where are we heading next?
To check the freight skiffs. We've got a lot of preparations to do. Also, don't forget to take those crates with you. Weapons, supplies. We've got to be well prepared. Otherwise, we're screwed.
So, are they smugglers? What exactly are they up to?
I have no clue, but they seem to be moving those crates. I've got an idea. We can hide inside the crates and follow them.
In here.
I can hardly breathe.
Just hang in there.
Let's just put the cargo here for now, all right? Then we'll move on to inspect the ship. Lord Moktok said that as soon as we're done, we're to board the freight skiff and leave this place.
Don't worry, I've changed the...
Is it just me? I keep smelling that.
Don't be so paranoid.
Looks like they're planning to escape on the skiffs in Stargazer Navalia. They keep talking about their plans, but where do they come from?
They're definitely up to something bad. Wait, they disappeared. Let's catch up to them.
Tread softly, breathe quietly, and make sure to keep an eye on them. Watch out! They're on high alert! Quickly, hide! Watch out! They're on high alert!
Don't be so paranoid, Zuhard.
Leaving. We should catch up to them. Quickly! Watch out! They're on high alert! Did he spot us? Quickly, hide! Watch out! They're on high alert! Spot us? Quickly, hide! What are they up to? They're all...
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them. That way, if they do anything...
Look at this. A freight star skiff with enough room to fit at least 20 of my men. I'll let the others know and have them prepare more star skiffs. Once we're past the checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting for us. Lord Moktok is ready. The revival of our ancient's bloodline all hinges on this operation.
What did he just say? Beast ships?
Who's there?
It's those brats! I told you to get rid of them, but you didn't listen, you idiot! Wipe them all out!
Borstein!
Adusa! Die, you loathing beasts!
Right on time. Right on time.
Pretty good crowd today. Ready to jam. Keep up!
Bring mountains! Right on time. Through clouds!
How is this possible? How did these Foxians change their appearances like that?
They're not Foxians at all. They revealed their true form. They're Borisin, just like the bandits I defeated on the IPC ship.
Wait, that means...
Well, how did the Borisin manage to...
It's not just a simple disguise of wearing our clothing and shaving their whiskers. They're somehow able to alter their appearance to be indistinguishable from Foxians. They even have official IDs for the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, and even the Cloud Knights? Let me check this fake Cloud Knights tag. Maybe it'll give us... Lujun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait!
What's the matter?
I encountered a patrol officer named Lujun before. It was a few weeks ago, when we were... If they can forge official identities and move around the Xianzhou without raising suspicion...
Even worse. If you find one cockroach on the Express, it usually means...
There are more Borisin hiding on the Xianzhou. I bet their plan is much bigger than just stealing information. We've got to report this to the Seat of Divine...
I am glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express. I'm Fei Xiao, the General of the Xianzhou Yao Cheng.
Let me introduce our guest to you. The one dressed in green...
He's the reincarnation of Imbibitor Lune, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you. Outside the reports from the Law Fu, the Skyfaring Commission of the Yaoxing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons that I'm sure General Jing Yuan has explained, right? Straight to the point. I like it. According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter General. Over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them. But no one expected them to join hands with the remnants of the Abundance. The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin Legion's. While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. I'd like to take this chance to have an exchange with both of you. Let me be clear. The questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts, so please don't take offense if any of my questions seem a bit harsh.
Please go ahead, General. But keep in mind we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps you already have the answers to your questions in your heart.
You have a clever tongue. I like it.
So Merlin's claw is quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jing Yuan—
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the astral— However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron Hunter's reputation.
What's wrong with doing something good? Along the way, we've helped countless The Stellaron Hunters warned us that if we didn't hurry to the Xianzhou Luofu, half of its inhabitants would die.
Your good intentions are commendable, just like the Cloud Knight's determination to eliminate those abominations. Let's move on to the next question. The reports suggest that Dawn— But here's the thing. Dawn Shu was—
If the Luofu hadn't exiled Dan Heng,
Imbibitor Lune was exiled due to his own crimes. Now,
I was concerned about the safety.
But he returned. According to the report, Lord Ravager Fentil— She disguised herself as an ambassador of the Skyfaring.
Back then, we were working with Diviner Fu, and she also witnessed Fantilli—
Of course not. We can trust the testimony of Master Diviner Fu Xuan. However— Oh, it seems that you're— Generals, I am finished with my questioning.
So, what do you think, General Fei Shao? Have the doubts in the report been cleared up?
The two nameless have been honest in their answers. Even though there are some tricky details, my intuition tells me there is nothing wrong. However, the three questions I posed earlier were not just for the name. First, the disciple. Second, you. Third, you insist on holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, putting the Lawfu back in the spotlight. That is a dereliction of wisdom.
Merlin's Claw.
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were deeply rooted and had been plotting for a long. As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it. But in the end, and as for the war debt.
But, unfortunately, ever since the report was submitted, the Alliance has been filled with rumors and speculation. Even within.
So what are your thoughts on all of this, General Fei Shao?
As a fellow Arbiter General, personally, I think all these rumors are just as what happened.
You mean the Xianzhou Yaoqing is also...
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borisin...
An entity?
According to the report, this entity isn't actually a Borisin. That's right. You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were, I've always had faith in my instincts, so I don't doubt.
What's in this plan,
General Jing Yuan, you already know what has to be done. And for that, I'll have to ask the two nameless... No, I'm not imprisoning you. While you're there, I'll ask a
I'm okay with that.
Worried that I might go back on my word and keep you in the shackling prison? Relax.
Then, as the Merlin...
Oh, there's one more thing. This testimony...
So, you are here.
Exactly. Hule is locked up in the Lawfu's shackling...
It makes sense to have the Foxians keep an eye on their arch-nemesis.
I was worried this would turn into a heated argument, but it seems like both of you are on the same page, solving each other's problems. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
And as for Hule, I'll send my lieutenants Zhao Chou and Moza to check on his condition in prison and ready him for transport. If there are no more questions, shall we get this started?
I'm really sorry about all this. But the testimony in the Shackling prison won't take up much of your time. I'll call for a messenger to take you to the interrogation division. You just need to give your testimony, and then you can head back. So no need to worry.
As you wish, General.
As General Jing Yuan requested, everything is prepared for your arrival, and I am here to receive you. The judges at the Interrogation Division also know your purpose in coming.
Again, the ill tidings manifest. Memories are ever-changing. Beneath the silent waters lies an endless abyss! Here, all yours. What would you like to know this time? The seal of ill fate descends. Again, the ill tidings manifest.
Target specimen sighted. Preparing for collection.
Keep up in my tempo! The threads of destiny aren't chosen. The seal of ill fate descends.
Commencing research. Excuse me, coming through.
Pretty good crowd today. Memories are ever-changing. Beneath the silent waters lies an endless abyss!
recognition for training my butt off! Master Yun Li! Look at how hard I've been training!
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all! Time for the main event.
Skills polished, ready to shine. Better not underestimate me!
There's more to life than drawing breath. Pay attention.
Turn up the volume!
You'll make for good practice.
You'll do.
For good practice. Better not underestimate me! Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, eating less carbs. Watch this!
Turn up the volume!
I could take 10 of you!
Pay attention. Every petal in life's scope will be swept away by the wind of time.
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all. Time for them.
Target specimen sighted. Preparing for collection. Make for good practice. Better not underestimate me!
You'll do.
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all! Time for the main event. Turn up the volume!
You hold some academic value. Pay attention.
This song's just for you. Keep up my tempo!
A picture of grace and elegance. You'll do.
To show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, watch
it! Time for the main event. Keep up!
You'll make good practice.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it! Pretty good crowd today. Turn it up!
There's more to life.
To travel far away.
Ready to jam. This song's for you. Keep up!
Something bit me.
Some value, I suppose. Every petal in life's garden, all will be swept away by the wind.
take 10 of you!
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it! Turn it up!
There's more to life.